Well, this one's not too bad. This one's a little bit worse. This one is pretty bad. Wonder if something like this might help a little bit with my problem. Stay tuned and we'll find out. Hey guys, it's Rick with BamAquatics here with another video for you guys. If you hadn't already, go down below and hit that subscribe button. And if you hadn't already done this as well, tap that notification bell. Be sure you hit all notifications, not just some. That way it'll notify you every time we upload a video here from BamAquatics. Today we're going to talk a little bit about backgrounds. I don't know if you guys have watched my live streams before or not, but if you have, you'll notice that I've been getting some grief about my backgrounds. I believe it's DPK has been giving me some grief. He went as far as to say he was going to unsubscribe if I didn't update my backgrounds. So I don't want to lose any subscribers. I'm right at 300, so I don't want to lose any. But not only just that, but the background's looking pretty rough. So we're going to show you what the backgrounds looked before. We're going to show you a little bit about how we made the backgrounds for them, which is a very simple method. And then we're going to come back and we're going to show you what they look like after. So stay with us for this little journey, and we'll be right back and we'll get started. Alright guys, this project's really simple, so you're not going to need a whole lot of supplies to get started. But what you are going to need is a piece of poster board. This is just standard poster board I got at Walmart. You're also going to need something to measure and a straight edge. I've got this yardstick here that I got from Home Depot. I'm going to use a box cutter or razor blade like this, but you could just as well use scissors if you'd rather use scissors. So one or the other, something to cut with. And then of course you'll need something to mark those straight lines with. You're also going to need something to stick it to the aquarium. Heard lots of different ways to do that, but I'm going to use this double-sided tape, which I think will work well for me. So we're going to get started and we'll come back and we'll show you what we do. Alright guys, you can go ahead and use the measurement that you have on the tanks if you'd like. That will give you the exact measurements, but I like to just double check things. So I've got this little small tape measure, and I just measured here and found that if I use 12 inches on the up and down or the height, that it would definitely be covering the background and give me room to stick it to the frame on the back. And then I measure across and found out that right at 20 inches it's going to cover the back of the aquarium perfectly. So that's the measurements we're going to use. They're going to be 12 by 20. So we're going to do that, and we're going to go ahead and get started to cut the poster board. Alright, so we want to measure the poster board and just see the best way to make our cuts. So this way is 28 inches. So that way we probably will want to do our 12 inch cuts, because this way is only 22 inches. So we'll let this way be our 20 inches, and then we'll get two 12-inch cuts from the other way. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and measure out. Let's measure the 20-inch side first and mark it. We want to put a mark on each end so we can be sure and get it straight. So we'll just mark a 20-inch here. Then we'll come to the other end and we'll mark another 20-inch. And then we're going to mark across here and go ahead and show you how to cut it that way. So we mark the straight line there, and of course I have a black marker with a black board, so it doesn't make for the easiest way to see it. But I've got some cardboard down here to protect the area, and so I'm just going to cut this with this razor blade box cutter here, which is not perfect. Remember, we've got a little bit of room. We'll get it as close as we can, but just cut along that line. And once you've done that, it's pretty much scored, so the last time you just usually peel it off, or if it doesn't, you may have to run through there one more time. And once you've cut it, it usually will follow that same line for you. and then it slides right off there. So then we're going to want to measure our 12-inch sides. So we're going to go ahead and measure two 12-inch portions here. So we'll go ahead and do one at 12 and one at 24. And the same thing on the other end. One at 12, one at 24. And then we're going to go ahead and mark the line this way. And the same thing on this one. Sometimes it's hard to find those marks with this black marker. Alright, and so now we're going to cut out those portions. Alright guys, so I just put some of the little stick tape across the top, and now I'm going to stick them on the back of the tank and see how it works. So guys, I think that's quite the improvement, don't you? So anyway, we've showed that there's a very simple way to get a background for your tanks that's very easy and doesn't take a lot of effort. So I'm going to put some tape on the bottom of the strip there too, just to make sure it sticks. And that's all there is to it, guys. Alright guys, here's the difference in the backgrounds once you have the black behind there. You can see there's quite the difference here between the tanks now as they were before. Definitely get a better look at the fish against that background than you could before. A lot neater, cleaner looking. Cherry shrimp really pop against that background, you can see. So I definitely think that it was a worthwhile experiment, worthwhile thing. The swordtails look a lot better there too. Alright guys, so as you can see right here behind me, you can see the results of what's happened. We got the background behind the tanks, and it really looks a whole lot better. You can see the fish a lot better. So I think this is going to be awesome. So I'm going to finish up doing the rest of the tanks, guys. But while I'm doing that, you go down below and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you hadn't already, tap that notification bell where you'll get notified anytime I upload a video. And I've been glad to have you guys along for the ride, so I really appreciate it. Keep coming back and looking, and we'll be back soon with another video here from good old Bama. See you next time, guys.